for the first time since 1951, and Bill Kelly, a CMU head coach, has won their debut game on the road, at least according to Adam Jaska. So congratulations to Coach Matt Drinkall and CMU on a 16-14 win against San Jose State University. An absolutely fantastic game. This was a game that I actually predicted incorrectly. So if anyone from CMU, any of the players, coaches, fans listening to this, I do apologize. I was wrong. I made a mistake. I talked about how I thought that San Jose State was going to be the team that would force turnovers. Guess what? I was wrong. It was the opposite. Central Michigan was the team that were able to force turnovers. 3 huge turnovers, a couple of them in the red zone. CMU came out physical. Matt Drinkall really demonstrated the type of offense, type of team he really wanted to. And every time Central Michigan needed a huge stop, needed a huge play, they absolutely got it. And you have to give full-on credit to Coach Drinkall and his staff. They really had this team prepared. And it really started out with just the physicality of this team, of this defense, of this offense, just how good Central Michigan was when it came to running the ball. And it really started out with Nahere Biggins. Sorry if I completely botched your first name. He was great in this game. He was running extremely hard. 18 carries, 102 on the ground. Central Michigan had over 240 yards running the ball. When you talk about physicality, when you talk about toughness, that is toughness. That is the way the Central Michigan team is going to win. And also, it really talks about just the type of community and just the type of football Matt Drinkall really wants to provide. And it really truly is coming from that Army background, but he's not only a tough physical type coach that wants to play that way. He's a smart analytical coach. And you really saw this in this game. It was late in the fourth quarter. I believe it was a 4th and 1 on their own at 29 in a tied game, or it might have been up by 2 at that point. And he ended up going for it. And he ended up having Jaden Glasser, a quarterback, come in. And I believe he had him at least try a couple QB sneaks. And analytically, if you look at it, probably is the right decision. But Central Michigan was able to get the first down. They were able to take the lead later on in that game. And you just have to give full-on credit to the coaching staff, to the players, for making that right call when it comes time to make it. And it really is just that kind of team chemistry and that team camaraderie that really allowed Central to win this game, because you had key plays from Glasser. I thought Joe Labez looked good at times. 5 for 10, 56 yards. He did run physically. You have Angel Flores, 3 for 3, 59 yards. This coaching staff really pulled the right strings at the right time and got key plays from a Tommy McIntosh, a huge catch late in the game to give Central Michigan a chance to take the lead. 2 receptions, 61 yards. You also have a guy in Temple that he's not only a football player, but he's also a basketball player as well. 2 receptions, 22 yards. Not a ton of yards through the air, but that's just not the way this team works. This team works through having that physicality, through running the ball first, to being a team that lines up in the trenches and saying, let's go at it. And they absolutely did it. They made San Jose State play the game that they wanted them to play. And they were able to win this game because of that. And it was also because of the defense. Like San Jose State, if you look at the stats and you look at how they play, outside of Danny Scordero, who had 9 receptions, 189 yards, and 1 long touchdown, San Jose State wasn't able to do very much of anything. Like Walker Eggett, I talked about him in the preview. 2 touchdowns, but 2 huge interceptions. 1 was in the red zone. Like, Central Michigan made San Jose State play their game, play physical, and when you look at these teams and what style they want to play, playing physical and playing that type of offense and playing that type of defense really points to Central Michigan having the advantage in this game. And that's a big reason why they won this game, is because they were able to contain guys like Walker Eggett, being able to really not let anyone else out of, instead of Danny Scorado, go off. Like, that was probably their game plan, and they really executed it down to the T. If I was a coaching staff, I would be thrilled. They allowed less than 100 rushing yards in this game. They were able to basically shut down everyone else. Leland Smith had 50 yards. Jackson Cannon had 33 yards. San Jose State was able to throw for 308 yards, but 189 of those, only 130 of those did not go to Danny Scorado. And when it came time to make the play, when it came time to truly make a difference, Central Michigan made the difference in this game. And just full-on credit to this coaching staff, full-on credit to guys like Joe Labus, full-on credit to guys like Jaden Glacier. Like, if it wasn't for Glacier getting that fourth down late in this game down, this game would have been completely different. Central would not have won this game. Now, San Jose State did have opportunities later in this game to win it, but Central forced San Jose State to kick a field goal that was like 56 yards. If the kicker in college makes that 56 yards, you just throw up your hands and say, okay, he made it. But I truly think in this game, Central Michigan was the better team. And I was wrong, and I apologize about it. And if this Central Michigan team can continue to play this way, and the Central Michigan team continues to buy into what Coach Drinkall is doing, I truly think that if they can continue to run the ball effectively, this Central Michigan team might surprise some people. Because I think this is a San Jose State team that has a pretty good chance of competing for the conference. And you went on the road at San Jose State at night, and you were able to pull the win out of this game. Extremely impressive. Like I said, first time in 74 years this has happened. You have to give full-on credit to Central Michigan and this team because they absolutely deserve it. They fought hard. They were more physical. Everything that aligned with what Coach Drinkall wants this team to be, they demonstrated that in a world of college athletics that you have so much of players transferring out. If you have teams like Central that can continue to play that physical type of toughness, that can cause issues for other teams, they might not win a ton of games. They might not win every single game, but what they sure are going to be, they're sure going to be tough out, and they're sure going to be a pain to deal with. And at this time of college athletics, being a pain to deal with as a MAC school, I think you absolutely take it. So full-on credit, and congrats to Coach Drinkall on his first win as head coach. Very well deserved there. Congrats to the players as well. I know they were really hype excited about this win after this game. So, yeah, love seeing it. We're going to see what Central is going to do going forward. I know they have an interesting matchup this week, but we will deal with that later this week. But, yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this recap of Central Michigan versus San Jose State. And, yeah, tune in to the next episode.